Hello, VSU Bruins. John Lee here, your public relations coordinator, here to give you VSU Time. So, VSU Time, you ask, what is it? Well, it's the time that your PR takes out to discuss things and issues relevant to you and me. So, let's talk culture. As you may or may not know, VCN, Vietnamese Culture Night, is 2 weeks from now. What the heck's Vietnamese Culture Night? Vietnamese Culture Night, sponsored by the Vietnamese Student Union, is a production that focuses on preserving and engaging the Vietnamese culture through current issues, history, customs, and traditions. What should I expect to see? There's going to be a lot of singing. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Going to be a lot of dancing. Ice, like a blizzard, when we drink. And so much drama. How could you? But enough for me because I tend to talk a lot. I got an exclusive interview with one of the major faces behind this whole project. Yes, I got the director. Nancy Nguyen. Hey, Nancy.
Hi, John. Thank you for having me.
No problem, anytime. So, give us a brief description about what VCN is about this year.
So, VCN this year is going to be a little bit different. It's actually going to be based on a true story. It's going to be based on Tam Tran. She was actually a recent UCLA alum who kind of tragically lost her life this past spring in a car accident. The reason why we wanted to do it based on her life was, her family. It's going to be on her and her family story. They are refugee and boat people, but it's also an unconventional story about immigration too. So the thing that's unique about their story is they're also undocumented. So in this VCN, you're gonna see the struggles of trying to survive after the whole Vietnam War, but also what it's like to be undocumented and having that fear of maybe being deported any day. So it's gonna be intertwined of these two identities, and you just gotta kind of watch what happens.
So, what is VCN through your eyes as director?
It's kind of like one of those things that you love but hate at the same time. There's so much effort and stress that goes into it, but at the end of the day, you see this 200 people production, all student run, student led, and you can't help but feel very proud that there's so many people out there very invested in it. And every year when it comes, so much people are willing to put in their time, their effort, their hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, and all that stuff, just to put on a really good show. And to see it all play out, especially for our family, our friends, people, our community members, and seeing the audience engage in the play itself, and they're happy to see it. It's such one of those just pleasing moments that we did something good. And VCN is just one of those programs that brings people together, because people just want to have fun, but at the same time, put on such a great production. So that's how VCN it has been in my eyes, like hard, but the outcome is so much more, and it just impacts it all. Like, it's so worthwhile, and it's definitely been a life-changing experience for me, because I never would think that you see it on the drawing board, and then to actually see it at the end, it's just amazing. So
okay. So VCN, the plot, or kind of the synopsis about it. What do you think, or how do you see it as pertaining to the Vietnamese community?
Definitely not a lot of people know that 40% of undocumented students in the UC system are actually Asian Pacific Islander. And so of that percentage, there is a numerous amount of people who are Vietnamese. And it's just kind of addressing that issue of immigration. Like, all of us, we are all immigrants. We are all refugees. We all came here to America. Right. So in that, what if in our situation, we didn't get approved, we could have just been in the same situation as Tam, and there's more people out there. And a lot of times, especially for Asian Americans, people do come out here for visas, and they try to work, and they try to bring that money back to their family. But because in Asian countries, they're really bad at the immigration process, that sometimes their visas do expire, so they're kind of just stuck here in America, And so we really want to use the story to kind of definitely raise awareness that this is a huge issue in our communities, being undocumented, and that yeah, I blinked.
It's fine. It's great that you bring light to this kind of issue that's going on in our community as well. I have one last question. Are you free Friday?
Yes, I am. Actually, no, I'm not. Because there's going to be a VCN retreat that everyone should make it out to if you are in the cast itself. So.
Okay. And that was the VCN director, Nancy Nguyen. And now for the updates and announcements portion. If you still want to be part of VCN, you can help through props. They're meeting from 9 to 12 in SAC throughout this whole week. And remember, Windsor Quarter, we have GMs every week, Wednesdays from 6 to 8 in Kinsey Pavilion, 1240B. Well, that's it, everyone. Thanks for watching. This is VSU Time with John Lee, your Public Relations Coordinator. And guess what? Right now, it's party time!